Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, so if there's no one here at all, I apparently have a very good reason. I knew I had planned this live stream earlier on in the week for tonight. My girlfriend asked me when I got home tonight. She said, "What time is it?" I said, "Oh, I think it's 8:30, but it could be 9 o'clock." So she went online, checked, realized that I hadn't posted it on Instagram yet. So yeah, boo me for forgetting to do that. And then it appears when I went into StreamYard and saw a bunch of comments already from time that had not elapsed yet, saying that it was time to be live. I realized that I'd set it for Monday. So to Tim, to Union Pacific Snowy Valleys Division, friends over there in New South Wales, and Ed 5. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys showed up on Monday and I didn't. I feel like a silly head. But nice to see Ed 5's back here again by the looks of it. He's here. This proper this time. Again, I apologize to the people that came on Monday night when it would have shown on YouTube that I was going to be live. And yeah, unfortunately, I'm a silly head and I didn't check everything out properly. And yeah, then I completely forgot to even post it up on Instagram. That's what you get for having a week off work and then trying to get back to work and trying to function as a normal human being again. Better luck next week, I suppose. Anyway, folks, hope everyone's doing good this week. Hope you're all having a good week. Only a few days left until Ahsoka. I'm getting pretty damn excited about that. It looks like it's getting to that point where we're going to start just sort of easing up on the internet a little bit, just knowing that it's sort of out there and people have seen it. They've done the little premiere sort of thing, actor free, creator free. It's just sort of a big public event while the strikes are going on. But they did choose to push the date forward to the 22nd of August at 6 p.m. What was that, Pacific time? So, West Coast US are now going to get it at 6 p.m. instead of like 5 a.m. or something the next day, which is great for America. But for us here in Australia, we don't get it till. So normally we were getting it at sort of, what was it, 6 p.m., sort of around that 6 p.m. And on the Wednesday night, and now we're getting it at like 10:30 on Wednesday morning. And the folks in the UK are getting it at like 2 o'clock a.m. So it's silly. Done, Ed. I'll send you an invite, mate. Let me hook that up. I'll get that over to you on Facebook. Let me know when you're here. I'll hang out. I'll definitely hang out. Yeah, just check it out. I'll send it to you on Facebook. So I'm just doing that right now. I'll give you a link ski. There we go. It's on its way. So yeah, hope everyone else is having a good week. I know there's not too many people here in the chat just yet, but hopefully, that's my fault. That's my fault. So I'm just going to hang out. Maybe just talk about some stuff. Don't know. I'm still waiting for some figures to show up. I was hoping they'd arrive this week, but they didn't get sent out from the undisclosed store. I won't say the name. They didn't send them out until late in the week. So yeah, I'm hoping I'll get them sort of early next week so I can do some reviews. And yeah, no, I haven't got anyone watching, so that's all right. I'm just going to keep talking because people do watch back my live streams, and I really do appreciate you doing that. If you're watching at home, I do appreciate you tuning in and checking it out after the fact. And I'm sure there's other stuff on tonight. I know the football's on tonight if you're into the AFL. You know what we're going to do? We're going to check out the progress of the HasLab, the Ghost. So for some reason, HasLab Ghost. So we're going to bring that up. And we'll have a little we'll have a little Chatsky. Matilda's lost. They couldn't even scrape it in third. But yeah, I was going to say that started earlier, didn't it? Present share screen. Let's whip that up. Where are we? Yeah, I don't need to do the store preference thing because we don't have it. 10,661. So a few. What's that? That's about 300. That's 359 away from Ezra. Unlocking Ezra, which is cool. I think the Matildas did very well to get where they did. I'm not a soccer understander of soccer at all, so yeah, it unfortunately doesn't mean a lot to me, but yeah, good on them. Good on them. They did bloody well. They got so far. So that's a nice number though. That 10,661 in regards to the vintage collection ghost. I think that's kind of cool. I agree to the terms. I would love to agree to the terms. And they did reveal some new images, but whether they're here on here yet. Where's this image I was looking at? Right here. Nope. They're sort of just scrolling. Maybe it was up one. Another one. Look at this dirty chair. How cool is that? That's nice. So 10. Let's refresh. See if anyone's backed it in the last 2 minutes. Nope. 10,661. So I don't know. I reckon in the next week we'll get that 1,100, and then I think we'll start to see that climb up a little. So we've got September 6th. So there's still like 2 and a bit weeks to go. There's some glam shots for the new weathering. I thought there was. I know they sort of showed some updated paint details, but just the last few days I haven't sort of had the brain capacity to, excuse me, I haven't had the brain capacity to even consider looking around on the internet at it. So it's been a bit of a tricky week. Like I said, I had last week off. That was good, aside from being crook. Doing a bit better now. I'm looking forward to having a nice sleep in tomorrow and chilling out tomorrow. But yeah, I hope everyone else has had a good week. Sweet info about round ball. But yeah, I thought I'd just hang out anyway. I've hopefully get some. I'm just picking up things that is. Actually, I want to see. So I did my review on this the other day. The Jedi hologram transmission. And I do want to see whether the cardboard got faded behind it. No, it didn't. That's cool. I'm going to cut this out. But yeah, no, it's been a pretty good week. I'm just hanging out for some figures to come in. Really, just waiting on Australia Post. Yes, in terms of the Star Wars like toy news and stuff, I haven't really been up with it this week. I know there's probably hasn't been like reveals or anything. I saw that the Black Series Commander Apo has come out. I started watching Fly Guy's review earlier. And I don't know if I'm going to pick that one up. Great to see window packaging finally like getting back out into the public again. Like they were able to turn that out pretty quick, so that's good to see. The window packaging, so that's going to, start slotting out in the next couple of waves. I need water. I need water. I need water. There's not a great deal out at the moment that I've been wanting to really jump out and pick up super quick. I know over the next couple of weeks there's some new waves coming out of Vintage and Black series, and I need to get on top of them. Hopefully this week I can start getting on top of pre-orders and stuff like that, and making sure I've got all those secured. I've started writing a little bit of a I don't have Microsoft Excel, but I've started putting together my own little spreadsheet of like pre-orders for Vintage and Black series that I need to organize. Hi, Linda. Hope you're doing well. How's your week been? Hope it's been a good one. I know the weather's been a bit crap the last... Oh, it was okay earlier in the week. The last couple of days, it's been a bit average. Got a lot of rain. That was the thing. I got these out the other day. They're in the bag. The modal nodes. I decided to get these out again. As I'm just sort of just picking through like my collection and stuff, or just finding stuff that I want to start getting out there, and I realized I still need one more. I remember I was pretty happy to I realized, because when I finished getting the modal nodes together, I got them all 6 here. I was kind of happy to have the band with its 6 members with each individual instrument, but I know there is 7 members. Another one that has a clue horn. So I do need to track down another Figure and Dan, which, you know, they're around. They shouldn't be too hard. I will find one. Yeah, that's one little mission I need to get before I set these guys up. And I think I'm going to bite the bullet on the 3 3/4 pack. I'm watching one on eBay. It's a little bit much, but I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Also, I want to thank everyone for their comments on the. I think since sort of coming back into pumping out YouTube content again, having a lot of fun with it, is the Power of the Force Fridays. A lot of people are loving that, and that's been really exciting actually, because it means I've got a good steady stream of videos for months to come, and people really dig that line, that Power of the Force 2 90s stuff, which is awesome. I love talking about those figures. I have the worst head colds. If the world ends, my wish can. It's getting around, Linda. It really is. It's shocking. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, I've had this thing for about 4 or 5 weeks now. It changes between like head cold, sore throat, runny nose, head cold, sore throat, runny nose. It just cycles through those 3 things. At the moment, I've got a terrible jaw ache, which probably more so comes from stress than anything. Just going through a few little last minute things that are just waiting for them to wrap up and be done and settle, and get some people off the back. And it's I'm doing good. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm doing good. Just a little bit stressed out. So I've obviously been clenching the jaw while I've been working without realizing it. Other than that, or it is a little bit of hay fever or something like that. We're sort of coming towards the end of winter. Trees are starting to bloom already, which isn't good, considering we're still like in August, and the spring's finally cracking. Now I'm watching Translucent for us both. Love it. Finally over your man flu. That's good. Yeah, no, it's been nasty. It's been, I don't know. It's just getting to that point of winter where you're just ready for some more daylight, some longer days, some warmer weather, not have to wear a beanie, and being able to get down to the beach and knocking off work and still having like 3 hours of daylight, 4 hours of daylight. I can't wait for that again. It's going to be good. AliExpress 501st Medic Kicks and Chatterbox came on Thursday. Nice. Yeah, I am going to bite the bullet on those soon. I'm just going to do a bulk lot. I just want to do a big bulk, solid order of like the AliExpress figures. I'm very, very keen. Very keen. Looking forward to being able to do that. Hopefully in the next few weeks, I reckon that'll be good. I'm actually going to start opening up these figures just while I'm talking. So I've got them in some cool action poses. So I might try and grab one of the Biff, the other Figure and Dans during the week this week, if I can find one. I don't know if anyone's got them on special at the moment. I don't think so. I know JB Hi-Fi have got a lot of older Black Series, that are probably around 12 months old now, for like $20. I think there's like Endor Leia, Book of Boba Fett, a few others, but I don't know if he's one of them. But yeah, I can't reach my desk. I can a little bit to set them up, so I'm just going to sort of just muck around with them as I go. I just want to get all the blue tack off the feet. They seem to be the best knockoffs going around, though, man. Like that's why people are jumping on them. I'm seeing lots of YouTubers getting on them, and it's cool to see. Like if Hasbro's not going to put them out, simple repaints of the figures that could just churn them out like butter if they wanted to. For whatever reason, they seem to hold back, whether that's them or Lucasfilm. I'm not sure. Goody Toys had the 4-pack. Oh, there's the 7-pack, which is the full band, which is the thing. I don't know. Might have a look. I haven't spoken to Andy for a little while, Mr. Andrew, Mr. Goody's Toys. I need to get in touch with him and have a chat. It's been a little while. I'm sure he's been flat out. I'm sure he's been busy. So let's see what he's got on there at the moment. He's got a bit of a sale on, which is nice. Pre-orders. Let's see what he's got here. Oh, he's got the new Ahsoka stuff up. That's nice. Oh. I'm actually going to share this that way. So he's got the Obi-Wan Jedi Legend, the vintage stuff, the vintage Jabba. Keep hitting the tap pad here on the mouse. New Return of the Jedi stuff. So he's got the Boba Fett. Yeah, must give him a call. Chrysanthemum. There's so much stuff coming out. It's so hard to keep up with. Jared, the Pike, the Tuscan. His pre-orders are sold out there. Yeah. Let's see whether normally the newer stuff sort of shows up at the front. He did have the Chrysanthemum box set. He's still got the Bad Batch 4-pack. That's cool. Got the Kenobi 3-pack. Got the R2S4M droid. Yeah, nice. Also, do not know of them only in 6 inch. No, the 7-pack is 3 3/4. So they're vintage collection. They're like the army builder packs that Hasbro Pulse is doing now. So they've got so they put out the figuring down on the single card, and everyone went and got that and started army building that in the hope that they'd release, another like. So what they did with the Black Series is they released figuring down with a bunch of different instruments, and then they did a Nail and Chill deluxe pack, which came with all the other instruments. So you could get, a bunch of, figuring downs and basically make them the individual members. And you only had to get Nail and Chill once as a deluxe. So you could have all the instruments from that pack. Sort of, I know they're not in there, but that included the synthesizer thing. So yeah, then when they did the vintage collection modal nodes, they put out a figuring down on a single card, and then they just put out the 7-pack on Hasbro Pulse. So people that had already bought like multiple figuring downs, thinking it'd be the same way as the Black Series, didn't work out like that. Didn't work out that way. One bag down. Darth Monster's here. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. How's things? Is Java on pre-order on your website? You know what? I don't actually know. That, which is bad. I should know. Yeah, again, because I wasn't there last week. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Pre-orders. I'll share this as well. Firstly, let's go back home. Look, there's me. Let's check out the old pre-orders here. Some Turtles, Black Series. Oh, I need to turn the sensitivity on the mouse pad. No, I don't think we don't have the Java up yet. And again, we're sort of limiting what we're getting in these days. We're putting stuff up for pre-order, but we're sort of only going to keep it there sort of for a short time. And if people decide to grab those pre-orders, then we'll put through an order. But otherwise, we're not just going to buy stuff in to keep in stock in the shop, because it's way too expensive to just hold stock these days. It made it a bit hard. So room's coming along well, man. Yeah, it's coming along very nicely. I'm very happy with how it's going here. Yeah, just hanging out for some funds to keep just trying to get a bit of cash together to get down to Bunnings and start getting some shelving happening on the blank wall in front of me, just so I can start setting up all my Black Series and 3 3/4 inch stuff. So yeah, I'm really just sort of hanging to get that happening at the moment, which is cool. I'm in no rush. I'd love to have it all out on display like straight away, but I know like setting up all the figures is going to be a big job, Oh, excuse me. That's just a reminder on my phone. My daily jab. Yeah, certainly in no rush. Like I spent last Sunday, I reckon I spent about 2 or 3 hours going through one tub, separating some figures and trying to pair them all up with their accessories. I had my Expanded Universe, Clone Wars, and Rebels Resistance figures. Got them all into into their groups. Got rid of all the blue tack that was on their feet from when I did the quick pack up a year and a half ago. So yeah, I'm debating whether I did state in one of my vlog videos that I wasn't going to do that, but I just felt a little bit inspired to sort of go through and just sort of pick some figures out and sort of see what's where and what I'm going to have to deal with when it comes to the rest. So yeah, I've got a bit of work to do, but again, no rush. I'm happy to just, once these shelves are in, and start setting them up, make them look nice, have some cool displays. And of course, things change a lot when you're setting them up because you need to know, what kind of space you need, shelving gaps, and it's this case of, do I start sort of down the bottom end at sort of episode 9, 8, 7, 6, and then work my way back. And then once I get to like 1, and then I need to make sure I'm giving myself enough space. It's going to be interesting. So definitely going to be a work in progress for a while. But it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. I just can't wait to display all these figures again, and ones that I haven't displayed before, like the modal nodes. Like I had them on a little shelf when I was living with my parents for 12 months, nearly 12 months. And yeah, just being able to put them in with the rest of the collection is going to be good. Pulled out Dan apart, put his head and hands on a Walmart Jedi Knight Luke to make a Darth Tenebrous. Nice. That's a good idea. I like that. Tenebrous is sick. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I can't think of the spelling off the top of my head either, Linda, so no stress there. Doesn't need stock sitting around. Yeah, and we're looking at sort of just shifting away from the action figures. We're still putting them up for pre-order and stuff, but in terms of what we're keeping on hand, we want to sort of change that up a little bit because it's it's a very, in terms of where the figures, it's a very saturated market. Being in a shopping center where we have an EB Games, we have Zing Pop Culture, we have a Target, a Big W, a Kmart. I know not all these stock the stuff, but they have the ability to stock the stuff. And it's just, there's a very saturated market for the figures. People aren't just snatching them up like they once were. And it's a bit of a slow burn. And, it's one thing to hold on to a bunch of figures and but, you've got to outlay them to have them in the first place. We're only a small business, so we're sort of just playing around with some other ideas at the moment. Just sort of, we still want to sell collectibles. Like, that's the business, Kessel Run Hair and Collectibles. So we still want to do it. It's just capacity, what we want to do, try and find something a little bit different. We're sort of playing around with the monkeying around with the idea of the gentle giant statues at the moment. I'm trying to think of something that's it's in a nicer price point. He's definitely getting quality without having to spend Hot Toys prices, and just getting we got a Captain Rex Gentle Giant statue in this week, and it is a really nice statue, and it's not a bank breaking piece either. It's not it's not like a premium format. It's for a resin statue, it's pretty well priced. So we'll start looking at that kind of thing. Just cool display pieces that people might go, you know what, I can afford to grab that. Because people, they check out the Hot Toys, they see the Hot Toys that we have in the store, and it's a case of, oh, how much of that? It's like, well, they're like $400-500 in some cases, and that's just immediately scares people off when you start talking about that. People, especially people that don't know what they're getting and what the quality is and the price point and why there's that price point. But I guess part of the job is to educate people on what they are and how they do it as well. So yeah, it's just trying to find that little niche and trying to fit it in between haircuts, which isn't easy in itself, because that's the bread and butter of the business, is cutting hair, and we love doing that. But we'd love to flip some more toys, which would be cool. Hey, Ian, how are you, mates? Hope you're doing well. Glad you could join in. figure availability definitely has. Absolutely. Zing pretty much has access to everything now. They've almost got the market on tap, and even JB Hi-Fi, they're not making money off of these figures like JB Hi-Fi. EB Games are still putting a markup on the figures. JB Hi-Fi really aren't putting much of a markup at all. Like, they're making money off their fridges and hi-fi systems and all that kind of stuff. So to have action figures and Funko Pops and stuff, and price them at the price point they are, they're it's just having their toes in the market. So it is what it is. It's cutthroat, especially when you're a small business trying to compete with big ones. It's a difficult thing to do. So we're just going to keep riding it, and keep making money where we're making money, and kicking ass with the business. So, and having fun with the Star Wars stuff in between. So we're gonna stick with it and keep at it. It's good. It's worth every moment of our time. It's good. We put a lot of work in. Let's say g'day, mates. No, glad you could all come and hang out tonight. Like I said, I did say earlier on, I did stuff up this stream, and when I scheduled it in StreamYard, the wonderful folks at StreamYard, when I did set it up, I accidentally set it up for the Monday, which is the day I did schedule it, but I didn't put out the post with the thumbnail, which had the real date today, the 19th. So yeah, I was just a big goofball and completely just messed up. So yeah, there would have been, like I said right at the start, there were people that would have been here on Monday in the chat, Ed5 included, who were hanging out waiting for me to get it into gear, and it didn't happen, obviously. Lesson learned. Maybe we'll see. So I'm gonna put my next bag of modal nodes. I was going to do a bit of a funny post. I was going to do a bit of a Photoshop, and I was going to do send nodes, but I don't know how that would have gone down. So this is the percussionist. I don't know their names. I don't know the names of all the instruments off the top of my head. I'm sure there are people out there that do. All I remember is Cluehorn. There's way too much Star Wars to remember these days. Basically, what I'm saying is, since 2012, even 2015, 2014, there's been a lot of Star Wars to keep up with. So there's the percussion thing. It's like got a, I don't know, but that's cool. And this guy, he's got his drumsticks. What a handsome devil. I wonder whether, like, truly all Biff look the same, whether there's any, like, color variations in skin, or whether they're all just butthole mouth bum heads. You can seriously look, it's a bum. His mouth's a butthole. There's him. Now that you've got a lot of your collection out on display, have you noticed any obvious gaps that you want to fill? Give a few bits and pieces, particularly with like the Power of the Force stuff, because that's probably the main sort of thing I've got out. My vintage stuff. Most of my normal figures, like 3 3/4 inch and 6 inch collections, aren't out yet. But even just sort of, I actually have a pretty good like mental catalog in my brain about what I have and what I don't have. I can sort of scour eBay and know exactly what I've got and what I don't have. I don't know. Some people may call that a problem. It's just something I've got in my brain that works for me in my collection, which is why I tend not to, physically catalog everything in a like an Excel spreadsheet or anything. Just for this, and it would just take way too much time to be able to do that. To have to do that and set it up. So I haven't done that. But I don't know. Yeah, there's always little bits of the collection. Like I have been looking more at Power of the Force stuff, just because the Power of the Force Fridays are quite popular, and I want to make sure I've got plenty of content going forward, which I do, because I've got a pretty solid collection of Power of the Force stuff, and even some of that scattered through like my regular 3 3/4 inch stuff. So we have an Ed 5 standing by. So let's just move Ian's comment out of the way.
G'day, mate.
Mate, what's going on?
Welcome to downtown Port Augusta. you could fire a gun and not any bastard.
The Port Augusta nightlife.
The Port Augusta nightlife. It's all over on the other side of the water. That's where all the nightlife's really happening. Anyway, how are you, my good friend?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm exhausted. I'm a bit tired from a week back at work, but I'm doing well.
Good to hear.
Yeah, what are you doing out about?
Well, I've just finished work, so I just thought there's no way I'm going to get home in time. We'll just do it on the side of the road. So I'm underneath this street light near the water tower, and we're just going live. Because why not?
On location here, folks.
On location, yeah, that's it. We're bringing the news to you as it comes. Anyway, how pumped are you for Ahsoka? Any thoughts? Have you seen all 3 trailers? Like anything you want to pick apart from the trailers?
Yeah, I have been watching the trailers. Yeah, that I have sort of everything sort of coming out now. I'm sort of not sure what's a trailer and what's just a commercial sort of thing. So I'm just sort of I don't know. I'll probably start checking out a little bit more in the coming days, just because I'm like, I just want to get to the point and enjoy it. But I don't know. That whole Anakin trailer the other day blew me away,
big time, and it just makes sense that Hayden's going to be in there. I just what I hope for the most, more than anything else, is that it doesn't do Book of Boba Fett. Where there's a big couple episodes where it was all about the Mandalorian. If this is, I hope it doesn't go. I hope they keep it as an Ahsoka story. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Christian, Hayden has to be in there, because he's Darth Vader, and I totally get that. But I don't want them all of a sudden to, find Ezra, for example, and it becomes an Ezra freaking show. Or I don't want Sabine to.
I feel like Sabine's probably going to
become a Jedi.
Spotlight.
And I don't want her to take away from Ahsoka either.
Spotlight on her, but but I think it's going to be good. I'm pumped for it. I'm just looking. It sounds like there's going to be lots of lightsaber action, and just to continue on from Rebels, it's going to be awesome.
And
so despite the change in time where they're going to drop the episode, we're still doing it a live thing at the shop, so it's going to be cool.
Okay, cool.
So that's big 65-inch TV.
Excellent. Yeah, that's this Wednesday coming.
Yeah, so we can do that Wednesday evening.
So the first one's 2 episodes as well. So that's going to be good.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have to be good, because I know it's going to drop. The new time it's going to drop is going to be like 10:30 a.m. So we're going to have to try and just get through the day knowing that it's there, and just hold off until we've got a few people in the shop to come and hang out and watch with us.
Yeah, no, 100%. Totally get that. But yeah, no, it's interesting as well. So I forget what her name is, but it's basically when Ahsoka showed up in Mandalorian, right? And the chick with the best spear.
Yeah.
So she's in Ahsoka. So that's good to see her back as well.
Yeah. She was a pretty cool character. Like, she was very sort of stoic warrior. but obviously treated the people of that planet like crap. So there's some bit of nastiness going on there.
Do you know actually who the character is with the beard?
The sort of the dark side guy.
Yeah. Do you actually
what was
know
his
who
name?
he is?
Balin Skull. No, we don't. No, he's a new character.
Okay. And what about the one that faces off with Sabine? Do you know who she is?
I think she's the apprentice of his. Yeah,
okay.
So she's like the disciple of the apprentice. So
yeah,
sounds like they were surviving Jedi that have been off doing their own thing for a while. Well, it's like 5, 6, 7 years after Return of the Jedi now. So they've been.
Yeah,
but he at least has been around for another 30 odd years after the Jedi Purge. Nearly 30 years. Yeah,
but they're not actually Jedi. Then are they turning to? Are they Sith?
I don't think they're Sith. It sounds like they're because a lot of people have been talking about their orange lightsabers. They're not quite red. They're a little bit sort of that orange, and apparently there's a reason for that.
Okay, because basically in one of the trailers, I think it was not the last one, but the second trailer, he basically says before he stabs that guy, we're not Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're Sith either. I think they've definitely taken hold of the dark side, but yeah, not to Sith.
And do you think Kanan's going to be showing up again?
I don't know. If it is, it's going to have to be a flashback
or a Force ghost.
I think they'll mention him by name.
Okay.
Yeah, not sure how far they'll go with that.
I'm actually just rewatching Rebels. So I'm watching Rebels again, just to refresh before I start watching Ahsoka.
Yeah. No, Rebels, I finished watching Rebels, and I've just sort of been jumping in and out of episodes of Clone Wars the last couple of weeks. But I haven't gone back and redone the Umbara arc yet. But I do love that story, especially with the clones. I went and did the clone conspiracy arc with Fives, and then I've just started the Citadel arc as well.
Yeah, right.
Star Wars hat content. You're in the right place for hats.
G'day, Derpy. How you going, mate?
Head warmer on tonight.
The old tea cozy, mate.
Yeah, so it's yeah. There's nothing on top to keep me warm, so
that's it. Did you guys get rain the last couple of days?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, got quite a bit. Yeah, we went out for a drive probably like an hour and a half ago, and it was spitting a little bit. But yeah, we had a good. Okay. I reckon Thursday we had a pretty solid downpour, and even since then it's sort of just been patchy.
Yeah, we had showers the last couple of days, and but nothing. I mean, most of it would have gone past us as it usually does and hit Adelaide, so I figured that. But temperature-wise, it's actually quite nice. It's not cold, and it's a still night as well, so probably about 16, 15 degrees, right?
Yeah, right. Well, I suppose there's always a little bit warmer up there.
Only 3 hours difference, but yeah.
Straight out across. What's going on, man?
G'day, Australia, Coruscant.
Glad you could jump on too. Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I think today was meant to get a high of like 14, so it's had enough of this winter crap. I've had a gutful. I
think we've got 23 on what's today? Saturday. On Monday we've got 23, or Monday or Tuesday. So there is some warmer weather coming. Whether it gets to you, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Linda's up in the hills, isn't
It's
she?
Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always wetter up there.
Yeah. I think Linda might be like sort of north of the city, I think, from if I remember correctly.
Yep, right. But yes, no, I think Ahsoka should be good. Like I said, as long as I don't stuff around with the story arc too much and keep it on Ahsoka rather than having these little side ventures,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah, I think, if it's not on her directly, it's great. It'll be like surrounding her and affected by her. So, and things that are happening will
Yeah.
affect her. I think that's the whole point. And kind of like Rebels, but yeah, Boba Fett was sort of, that was a bit different. That sort of threw the curveball and went back to Mando, and then it was. I see where they went. They sort of started showing the bigger picture and how everything's sort of connected together. And I think that was the point of Book of Boba, was to sort of start showing that these stories are sort of interconnected through their own way.
But then we got those stupid biker mods, which just was totally ridiculous.
I'll watch them. I'll watch that again. I watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes of Boba Fett as well on my week off. And I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it for what it is. But yeah, the mods were like, the mod squad, they were a little bit.
And the
whole thing where he like corners them on the street, they're like hanging around like a flaming garbage can, and it's like, they're like, oh, we don't have jobs, we don't have any money, we're poor, we can't even get water, and it's like, you've got these super hotted up motorbikes, like, sell the bikes.
Exactly right.
Sell the bikes. You could, like,
and then they're sort of dressed to the nines as well. So Dolce and Gabbana and Versace hover on, but I can't afford to eat a drink.
Surely getting like mods fitted, like getting an arm replaced with like a cybernetic implant or something. That's going to be the equivalent of like getting tattoos and piercings and stuff. Like,
correct.
That stuff's
I would think so.
So you stop blowing your money on stuff you don't need. Like, you could be drinking nice water and food.
Yeah, typical bloody millennials.
Hey, that's enough.
Hey, you're not a millennial. It's okay. You were before then.
No, technically I am. Technically I am a millennial,
no, you're not.
But
no, you're not.
No. Not up here, I'm not.
You're not Gen X. You're not Gen X, but you're not a millennial. You actually have a job.
So it's been more creative. Certainly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, I am looking forward to the way that the ghost is turning out, and hopefully all the tears do drop. It'd be interesting to see if they actually bring those figures out on different cards as well.
Well, I think they've pretty much said as much. It's just the exclusive cards that are included, really, because they're going to put those figures out in the main line anyway. Maybe they won't give, if they put Ezra out, maybe they won't give him the Loth Cat, and maybe Kanan will only get one head sculpt or something like that. He won't get all the extras, but I feel like that's kind of where they go with it.
Do you reckon there'll be a
Either that, or they
put
put him in deluxe boxes. Ooh, I'd like to see a Loth Wolf in live action.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
And Filoni, knowing Filoni's love affair with wolves, like he's a wolf man. Like, Dave Filoni's a big advocate for like protection of wolves and stuff like that. So
there's definitely a live Loth Cat, though, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
But there's that artwork Dave did years ago of it had Ahsoka and Rex, like old Rex together, riding on wolves. So I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that'll be excellent. Do you reckon old Rex will be in it? There's a good thought.
I think he will, definitely. Yeah. No, I think Tim's been playing very coy for a while now.
Yeah,
He keeps talking about the Boba Fett thing. He's like, "Oh, I want to know what we're doing with Boba Fett. I want to know more. What are we doing with Boba Fett?" And it's like, yeah, that's just to throw off the scent. You've been doing Rex. Don't play silly buggers with us, Tim. He knows what he's doing. Oh, it's straight out of saying here. He said it was the pirate who does the unnecessary flips. I don't know if you remember in the battle at the end of Book of Boba where he comes out from under and he does the spin. That was so bad. If you find the video, it's I don't know if you've seen the video where it's like a remix someone's done. It's him like spinning and shooting, and it goes to him like taking out every stormtrooper and every battle droid in the movies, and he shoots the Death Star, and it's just spinning all the time. That's so funny.
Crazy. No, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, but no, it's good. At least you got a few more people in the chat now, mate.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, just a shame we have to wait so long for the Ghost. I know. Waited a long barge. Waited a long time for the Razor Crest.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. Well, I mean, realistically, the Rancor, if it had gone through, would have only come out this year as well. So we would have got that about now if they had been back.
Yeah, if not, it'd be pretty close.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was never going to back that, but it would have been cool to have a big Rancor.
I did back it. I was hoping it would get through.
You did?
Like I said, they would. I know. I that year I had everything backed. I had the Proton Pack, the Sky Striker, the Rancor. So I had pretty much every HasLab, with the exception of the Marvel. I don't do Marvel, but all the main HasLabs, I had them all backed, and I got 2 out of 3. So
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
No, the Rancor would have been cool, but it should have been. It was poorly planned. I think it was just
very. Yeah, it was poorly executed, and if they had done better teardrops, to start with, like Maliki should have been number 1, for example, rather than a thought right at the end. You know what I mean? And they would have.
And at a cardboard, I reckon they would have got never have been there.
And a bag of plastic bones.
Bag of plastic bones and cardboard backdrop. It's like, come on.
Yeah, come on. You can do better than that. Because again, that thing was priced. That would have been $700.
Dogs out there, wild dogs.
They're probably. Oh, I'm sort of out in the open, so they're probably a way off. They could probably hear me. Yeah, drop bears.
Yeah, drop bears. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But that's good. Makes it a better. Wait too much longer for the Ghost. Depends on whether the lottery wins occur.
We're all waiting on that lottery win, Ian. We're all waiting for it. I keep saying to the lottery people, I keep saying, "Can I have the winning ticket this week, please?" Like, yeah, sure. And they never get it. They're full of crap.
Mind you, I did get $2 on an instant scratchy today, so there you go.
Oh, that's all right. How much does scratchy cost you?
$1. So I've doubled my money.
That's all right. You got to take that little win sometime.
That's it. I only need $998 more for the first Ghost.
You need to pay off the first one. That's why we keep showing up to work every day.
Exactly. What keeps us going.
Wasn't bothered by the tears.
I know the 6-star ranker. Yeah, definitely. Like it would have been. I think it would have been a bit like a Bendham, like a massive Bendham.
Yeah, I think it was all going to be like super duper articulated and stuff. Like it was going to be like fully articulated and stuff from memory.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I mean, like the outside, the feel of him, it would have been, unless it was a bit like the Power of the Force one, with that sort of rubber latex outside.
Legacy Collection one, it was. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know whether we've gone like a soft rubber because they just don't get that right sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never find out now.
We'll never find out for sure, but as long as it wasn't anything like those bloody, remember the hyper real Vader and Luke that came out, and
Garbage, yeah.
the rubbish.
I've got I got the Darth Vader one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Darth Vader one. That's on display in the shop. Yeah, and all the elbows were splitting, and it was all that sort of.
Yeah.
It was foam, like it was foam molded, but it just started to turn to dust. It split, and then it dried, and it crumbled, and it just turned to shit. Yeah.
Again,
it was bloody awful.
I didn't
touch Luke with a pencil bowl. Yeah. No, I don't think they would have done that.
This Hasbro.
Yeah, I don't think they ever really addressed that. They just put it out there, and then they were like, "Okay, we're done. Yeah, we're just not going to do them anymore."
Yeah, that was one thing I actually was thinking at the time. I wonder what the material would be made out of, because I don't think they actually said what the outside was made of. But anyway, again, like you said, we'll never know because it didn't happen. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, we can still go back and find YouTubers talking about it. You go back and find the old, unless Hasbro's completely deleted all those old videos.
Maybe. I wonder if Mike's is still up. Actually.
It's like, what Rancor? Maybe. We don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's no Rancor.
There is no Rancor here. Dear.
It's not the Rancor. What the Haslab you're looking for?
I want to go home and rethink my life.
What do you got on for the rest of the weekend?
Same as what I was doing today, just work. Yep. But hopefully I've got a bit over a week, and I'll hopefully find out about this second job, which will be good. So 29.
Yeah, nice.
Yes. Good that you guys are looking at Gentle Giants, and that will be an awesome birthday present coming up for me. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I do like Captain Rex.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff out there. Because we've got a Cad Bane half bust, and we've got a Darth Maul half bust as well.
Yeah, I've got a Fett, which is one of the second video or third video on my actual channel, General Giant bust that I reviewed, and got a Kenobi bust that goes with your Maul. So it's the animated version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that one would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to start sort of, I don't know, we want to find a way to sort of get them out to people and see what people think of those, statues and opportunities. And, sort of made a point to display the sort of numbered cards that they come with, the so-and-so of 3,000 or whatever, the numbered, to show people that they are limited quantities, and it's, it's a little bit more collectible, and they're still really cool stuff. They're not, super duper high end, but they're still, cool display pieces. And even I'm looking at them going like, oh, I could be tempted to get some statues, even though like figures are my thing, like posable figures are more my thing.
The Bo-Katan one's really nice as well.
Yeah, the animated one.
I think it's. I think it might be.
I've seen they've done an animated one where she's got like her hand out, like she's like shooting with her thing, but you can change her helmet for her head, like from Clone Wars.
No, I don't think it's that one, because I think this one was a standing one where she's sort of shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was by General Giant as well.
Okay. Oh, this was. I'm just gonna bring up the one that I was thinking about. Let me just add this to the screen.
Yeah, it's that. You're right. Like, Okay, so that's the animated one. That is cool. But yeah, there's one there which I saw, which is a bust where she got a gun out. That one. Yeah, that's cool with the two guns.
That one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an awesome.
Yeah, sort of the half bust. Yeah, that's nice.
That's the same as the Bane and the Maul one. Yeah. Very cool. General Giant piece of awesome
that one.
Yeah, that's pretty sick as well.
Yeah, I like that.
That's very nice.
It's nice.
It is nice. So yeah.
Is it me as head sculpt on the TVC figure better? I like the TVC head sculpt of Bo. I do, like with the swappable helmet. I reckon that's awesome.
Yeah, but again, that one's the animated version.
I'd say they'll do a. Yeah, that statue was a bit more animated. We can bring up the photo as a full.
Because her hot toy is awesome as well. Can't do it.
Trying to. I'm not very good.
That's all right.
No, I've goofed up now. I've hit the wrong thing too many times. I'm getting too tired for this stuff.
Rookie mistake, mate. That's okay.
Too old.
That's okay.
Too old to begin training.
That's it. That's it. At least you were able to get on tonight. That's the main thing. Because I did. So you went live. It sort of went like, it was like, that's why Tim and the three of us were in there, because it sort of went live, but then it came up posting that you were coming on till the 19th. And so there was three of us sitting in there just having, hello, and then that was it.
Yeah. So you know, imagine like when I logged in like tonight and I've gone to look and I'm like, oh, there's already people here. I'm like, hang on, that time hasn't actually happened yet. That's like 8:40 or something. And I was like, I'm not going to go live till 8:30. And I looked at the top and it's like, oh, it's live time. I was going, oh no, what have I done? I did a bit of looking around. I go, okay, I'll see where I've stuffed up now. Can't win.
We're still here for you. It's okay. G'day, Shabby.
I appreciate it. There's my call for lunch. I'll catch up later. Take it easy, Ian. Have a good one, mates. Thanks for dropping by.
Good night, Ian. Or good afternoon. Lunchtime.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, you get lunch breaks?
Sort of. I sort of do. Like, if it's a lull, that's when I'll just grab my lunch and just sit underneath this water tower around the corner down there and have lunch. Doing the same thing, just watching stuff on YouTube.
The old Port Augusta water tower.
So it's pretty.
Every time I think of water tower, I just think of the water tower from that 70s show.
Well, it does look a bit like that. It's too dark to see. But yeah, it is a big water tower. That's where the main water for the town used to be years ago. And then down here, so basically
there were 7 people there.
Just down the road there is normally where I sit. And then that looks out over the water on the Spencer Gulf. Yeah, so this is I'm on the west side. On the west side of town.
West side. West side of Port Augusta.
Port Augusta West. That's it. I live on the east side and work on the west.
Are you far from home where you are there?
It's only probably 7-minute drive, but like I said, I didn't want to leave you sitting on your own for too long. I thought I'd just get in as quick as I could.
I appreciate it. It's good fun.
makes
brought up that hour very, very quickly though.
It did. Yeah. So, but yeah. So I'm glad we were able to chat a bit about what's coming up on Wednesday and do a breakdown on your next live stream.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, there'll definitely be some stuff to talk about next week. Especially if they do like a bit of a they've been doing the bring home the bounty sort of marketing campaign while the series is airing. It'll be interesting to see whether they do something for Ahsoka as well, sort of, announce some stuff. We might get a couple of figures revealed if that's the case, if they're going to do something like that. We'll see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for this week, I suppose, whether they do anything like that.
No, that'd be good. But
especially if they can get a little bit of hype up for the Ghost. Once the series has sort of started going, people might go, "Oh yes." There might be a good opportunity to start ramping up a little bit more promotion for that and get some more people on board. So,
yeah,
because I have no doubt. I have no doubt the Ghost. It'd be about that. Yeah, I have no doubt it's going to get to that 17,000. Like, just in those last probably like 3 or 4 days, it'll just skyrocket.
Yeah, I think so too, mate. I really do.
It always has. So.
That's what I think will happen. It'll just go gangbusters.
Hopefully, yeah. Because there's some cool figures, and all the people that sell acrylic boxes are going to go out of business because they're going to sell out of all their acrylic boxes.
Yeah, actually, that's not a. Yeah, that's something to probably start planning for the next year as well. Just get some acrylic boxes. Ready to go.
Because that's what I did with the barge and I did with the Razor Crest. I made sure I had the acrylic boxes ready to go once they showed up. So,
yeah, I've got the 2 acrylic cases ready to go but I haven't actually opened my Razor Crest still. So, but they're there ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we sort of hit over an hour, but so I'll probably wrap up the live stream for tonight. It's just seeing what Darth Muzz has written down here. I heard today that Disney were bringing forward the screening time of Ahsoka to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it was 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific Time US, and that would have been 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So Eastern Time US. So for us here in South Australia, it's going to be about 10:30 a.m. Wednesday.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be early, but it just means the Americans won't have to get up at 2 a.m. to watch it.
Yeah, that's it.
It'll just mean people in London will have to get up at 2 a.m. to watch it. People in the UK, and Europe, they'll be the ones that have to get up early for now. But if it makes the Americans happy, that's the most important thing.
Getting ready for work, eating your breakfast, watching Ahsoka. Nice.
Yeah. It's just going to be hard being at work knowing that it's out there.
Yeah, exactly. And not having any spoilers before you get to watch it too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna end the live tonight, guys. But thank you all for coming and hanging out in the chat. I know it was a little bit poor planning from me, but I'll make sure I do a bit better next week, or whenever it is I do the next one. Hopefully next week. But yeah, we'll talk to you all very, very soon. Cheers, Ed, for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, mate. Anytime.
Awesome. All right, folks. May the force be with you. We'll see you next week.
See you guys. Take it easy.